Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, RFK Jr. is in the hot seat at his confirmation hearing for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Democrats once saw RFK Jr. as a fighter for justice, and now they look at him like he's the guy who unplugged their Prius mid-charge. Then Madonna is back, this time not reinventing herself, but declaring the dismantling of American freedoms under Trump. Her post about dismantling freedoms might have more impact if she wasn't actively dismantling the concept of a bra. Meanwhile, looks like Disney damage control mode has been activated for Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America. Mackie's trying to clarify something he said about America. And finally, California Democrats have a new idea. When wildfires rage out of control, don't blame the people who failed to manage the state, blame big oil. California, out of money, but never out of scapegoats. Let's dive in. Looks like it's RFK Jr.'s turn in the hot seat. Today is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Senate confirmation hearing for Secretary of Health and Human Services.
I want to thank President Trump for entrusting me to deliver on his promise to make America healthy again. The United States has worse health than any other developed nation, yet we spend more on health care, at least double and in some cases triple, as other countries. Last year, we spent $4.8 trillion, not counting the indirect costs of missed work. I promised President Trump that if confirmed, I will do everything in my power to put the health of Americans back on track. In my advocacy, I've often disturbed the status quo by asking uncomfortable questions. Well, I'm not going to apologize for that. We have massive health problems in this country that we must face honestly.
Uh-oh, RFK Jr. is dropping facts and knows what he's talking about. I think members of the Senate better take a bathroom break and get their adult diapers on.
It doesn't matter what you come here and say that isn't true, that's not reflective of what you really believe, that you haven't said over decade after decade after decade, because unlike other jobs we're confirming around this place, this is a job where it is life and death. It's too important for the games that you're playing, Mr. Kennedy.
Did I say they needed to get their diaper? I meant inhaler. Bennett's accusing RFK Jr. of playing games, but he sure didn't mind when Biden played fast and loose with the experimental shots on Americans. Hey, guess what this shot does? No, really, will you guess? We have no idea.
I don't want to take food away from anybody. If you like a cheeseburger, a McDonald's cheeseburger, a Diet Coke, which my boss loves, and you should be able to get them. If you want to eat Hostess Twinkies, you should be able to do that. But you should know what the impacts are on your family and on your health.
I was told RFK Jr. was going to take some foods away from me, and I was really counting on that so that I can get into my skinny pants. Elizabeth Warren had her chance to ask RFK Jr. some questions.
You're not going to take money from drug companies in any way, shape, or form.
Who? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm happy to commit to that.
Okay, good. That's what I figured. I said it's an easy question to start with. And I think you're right on this question.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
Oh, Warren is starting off really nice. Maybe she'll keep it cordial and respectful.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question. You have said
you're asking me, Senator, you're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
Look, no one should be fooled here.
Looks like she had a full-scale meltdown. I'm just glad before a hearing they confiscated her tomahawk. Some of the senators were giving RFK Jr. a hard time. But you've got to keep in mind that they've all taken an oath to Pfizer, Moderna, and GlaxoSmithKline. RFK Jr. could cure cancer tomorrow, and the headline would read, Trump ally destroys oncology industry. Pop stars and politics go together like oil and water, but that didn't stop Madonna. Madonna recently posted on X about the dismantling of American freedoms under the new Trump administration. It's so sad to watch our new government slowly dismantling all the freedoms we have been fighting for and won over the years. Don't give up the fight. She didn't say what freedoms she had lost, but based on her wig, it wasn't the freedom of expression. Madonna's concern for American freedom is truly heartwarming, coming from the woman who once dreamed of taking down the government with a bang during Trump's first term.
Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Madonna's still making political statements, but at least this time it's with less explosives and more cleavage. Disney damage control comes for the new Captain America. Anthony Mackie took some major backlash after stating that Captain America shouldn't represent America. And now he's trying to walk back what he said. Here's the original clip.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity.
Of course, Anthony. How could anyone think that honor, dignity, and integrity could be associated with America? Yesterday, Mackie took to his Instagram to clarify his stance. He said this: "Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to." Anthony Mackie backtracked so fast, you'd think Disney executives were standing behind him with a cattle prod. His PR team probably had to explain it like this: "See, the word America is literally in the name, so yeah, maybe you should take it back?" Mackie quickly clarified that he's a proud American after the backlash. Nothing reminds celebrities how much they love America like bad box office projections. Did you lose a house in the LA wildfires? No worries, just send the bill to Chevron. A new bill recently introduced in California would make fossil fuel companies responsible for major climate disasters, including wildfires. Let me get this straight. California mismanaged forest land, restricts controlled burns, and dumps water in the ocean, but somehow Texaco is the arsonist. One of the Democratic co-authors of the bill said this: "Major fossil fuel companies intentionally misled the public for decades about the impacts of their products. And now Californians are paying the price with devastating wildfires, mudslides, sea level rise, and skyrocketing insurance costs. When climate disasters strike, SB 222 allows homeowners and businesses to recover damages from the fossil fuel companies responsible for the disasters." The fossil fuel companies misled the public? The California state government said they would fix homelessness, lower taxes, and make high-speed rail happen. At this point, I trust OPEC more than them. Suing Exxon for California wildfires is like suing Taco Bell for what happens in your bathroom. Sure, they played a role, but let's be honest, all that extra Diablo sauce didn't help. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.